Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Force with some more Heroes of the Storm. Today I will be showing you the Kerrigan Team Killer build. Kerrigan is an assassin hero, but she's not particularly good at taking out single targets. She's more about the team fights, as she's got some very strong area damage based on her basic abilities and the talents that she has access to. Now for the first tier, we're going to go with Primal Grasp. What this does is increase the range, or we're going to go with Sweeping Grasp, which increases the range of our Primal Grasp. This is our main initiation ability, and getting that increased range is rather significant. It says 20%. You know, how exactly they measure that in terms of where the 20% is added, if it's the distance or the circumference or whatever, I'm not sure, but it's a pretty significant increase. It's very, very noticeable. And again, this is your main initiator, which allows you to set up dealing damage to the opposing team. Unfortunately, this is a very bad, very bad start to the game. But yeah, this is what I just got myself in a bad position, that's all. Hopefully we can secure at least one kill, otherwise that'll be wholly disappointing. Okay, so we got one, so I feel okay about dying, since at least we got a kill as well. So it's your main initiator. It's what you're using to start your team fights, get enemies close to you, and then you can follow it up with her stun, and then her Q is what she's typically using to chase people down, finish people off. Okay. Alright, so yeah, a little bit of a rough start, but we're gonna stick to it. Kerrigan's a very fun hero, very strong hero as well. Now, I talked about her being an initiator and all that. And the reason she's not as strong in terms of eliminating single targets as other assassins is that her passive is built towards tankiness, in the sense that 10% of the damage that you deal is going to be 10% of the damage that you deal. This is really tough. Tough in the fact that I'm being an idiot. 10% of the damage you deal is going to be returned to you as shields for a duration of 6 seconds. And later down the road, we will be increasing that duration from 6 to 12. Hopefully I start playing a little bit better though. This has been a bad showcase thus far, and our team isn't doing super hot. I mean, we're about even. Oh boy. Okay, so there. Oh my gosh, so incredibly close to a kill. Oh, yes, we did secure Nova. Excellent. My team came from the top, realized that we had her low, and finished her off. Okay, for the next tier ability, we're going to go for the increased basic attacks every 10 seconds. The duration of that is reduced. I also like Fury of the Swarm. I don't think it's bad. I just prefer the increased base hit. We're going to stick in here. Oh no. There's the assassin taking us out. Alright. So yes, for that tier, we go with the periodically empowering basic attacks. Just because I think that tier is just sort of alright. I wouldn't say it's the greatest. But I do also like Fury of the Swarm. I would say that's sort of my second preferred ability. If you're gonna pick between those two, you know, it's up to you, but alright, we might be going for this. We gotta be careful though, because the opposing team is right here. Slay the undead. Okay, we can probably go for a kill here. There's two people, so I'm gonna wait till they show. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna grab her, bring them in, we do the stun, and then we allow our other assassins to secure the victory. Oh, that's the fake one. I was duped! Alright, so we should be able to grab this merc camp. And you can see with the Primal Grasp, that's a perfect example of how that increased range can make a big, big difference. Because really landing that is what makes Kerrigan. This is the ability that makes Kerrigan what she is, essentially. Alright, we just had someone getting chased down. For the next tier, I like to go with the Impaling Swarm. It seems to be the one that I see the most, and after using it, the Zerglings are pretty solid. Boy. Alright, well, we can force him away. We'll get the merc camp. That's fine by me, too. No one's been going down for the mines quite yet. We've been focusing up top, which is fine, because the enemy team isn't really getting much of the mines either. Alright, force him away. Ghost is down here. Oh my gosh, it's too bad. Here we go. And then pull her back and get the kill. Excellent. All right, we're starting to come back into things. It was a little embarrassing to start, I will admit, but we're starting to get back into this game. Get our Zerglings up here. And I might actually go down, since we don't really have many other... We'll see here, stay away from that. And yes, save our teammate, get the victory. Alright, they've got 2 dead. I'm gonna go down low. See if we can get a kill. Because I know they've got one other person down here, the enemy team. And I'm guessing she's right up here now, or whoever it is. So let's see if we can... Yeah, here we go. Demon Hunter. Where is... Okay, there we go. I was wondering if my team was going to show up. There we go. Excellent. And there's Ghost. See if we can finish her off. There it is. Alright, we did end up losing one, but... Alright, let's go ahead and grab... Actually, we don't want to grab...
Killing spree.
We gotta be careful though, I know ETC is coming. Alright, here we go. I knew that was gonna happen. Gonna pop my ultimate, which we just got, since I'm dead anyways. Alright, excellent, excellent, excellent. Able to get away. Whew! It's not worth dying to stop them from getting the skulls, so I am just going to retreat. It's not worth me dying. Well, no, I need to go. They've got a 3rd person coming too. Just retreat. It sucks. It sucks that we didn't get that, and they're gonna get a bunch of the skulls, but it's definitely not worth just sacrificing ourselves, so. As long as everyone lives, then it'll have been worth it. I mean, we can. I'm a bit surprised they're just kind of chilling out in the mines. All right, let's see if we can get another kill here. Actually.
Rise again, my goblin, and unleash.
All right, Tyrael's low, so we're just gonna grab him. Oh no. They're gonna get a bunch of damage here. We're stunned from ETC, and then Tyrael explodes, so. And there we go. Alright, so. They have got the stronger golem, undoubtedly, but we also have 2 of them dead, so we can sort of make up for the fact that we've got a smaller team, as it were. A weaker, a smaller golem, as it were. Woo! Very, very close. We're actually gonna go for this. Nah, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Alright. So here comes the enemy golem. We're gonna grab the Merc camp mid real quick. And then we'll be moving back out. They've got an enemy really nearby, so we gotta be careful. Oh my gosh, ETC is right there. Please don't be aware of what's happening. Nope, he is. I'm just gonna stay and do damage to him and try to, okay. Whew! And now I need to get the hell out of here. The really cool thing about her ability, again, remember, the more damage you do, the tankier you become because you get increased shields. That was really close. They almost just ganked me. Okay, so for our next tier ability, we're going to go with the increased shield duration. Again, the idea is that even though we're assassin and we do decent damage in a group setting, we need to be up in their face, and becoming tankier can really assist big time with sort of the general game plan idea. Oh, I thought the entire team was engaging. That's not what happened. The team was nowhere near engaging. Alright. Although we're still going to be able to get some kills here.
Double kill. Triple kill.
gonna go. That's not the real Nova. Drop a stun. He slided right out of that. We were gonna hit him with that too. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna grab this Merc camp really quick. The enemy team is actually no, I'm not gonna do that. It's too close to enemy territory, and they all just spawned. So I'm gonna go just grab our safe Merc camp. Keeping an eye on the team. They're all up, so we should see a retreat, hopefully, from our teammates. Okay, so now we've got the increased shield duration, which lets us sort of stack our tankiness in between fights a lot easier. It's also worth noting that the Zerglings, so we picked up the Zerglings early on for the Impaling Blades. And it's worth noting that they do help with taking Merc camps, I suppose, as you just saw there. So that's another great reason to get them over the other abilities in that tier. Alright. I've got my ultimate ready. We might be seeing a team fight here. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize. Okay, jeez.
Enter heroes.
He does a really good job. He gets increased speed, plus he has a dash, so he does a really good job of being able to avoid my stuns. Free kill. Alright, we'll go down into the mines to help Tyrael real quick. And for the next tier ability, we're going to go for Blood for Blood. Blood for Blood it allows you to slow down an opponent. And it's got a small duration, allows you to slow them down as well as steal health from them. Very, very good against higher health enemies because it's a percentage base. So the higher health the enemies, the better off, the more you're going to be able to steal and whatnot. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna have a team fight. I'm gonna R here, which is my ultimate, and it's just mass damage. Although I guess ETC's ETC's little ability there stops my ultimate from popping off. His ability is the stun. Looks like we might get more skulls this time than the opponent. The opponent's right over here. So, let's see if we can get a gank. I guess Zagara was not paying attention to the fact that skulls disappeared over there. Oh, here we go. Gonna slow him up, steal his health, and secure the victory. Secure the kill, beautiful. So yeah, you just get tankier and tankier the more damage you deal. It's really awesome. Oh, it's 50-50. We ended up having a dead even. Alright, whatever. Their ghost is right there. I need to back up. Alright, ghost. That's what we want to do. Oh, I'm dead. Whew! I'm dead. I think I've got poison on me. Oh, is she not coming to secure the kill? I don't see her. Oh, wow. I absolutely positively should have died there, but I got lucky and lived. So fantastic. Alright, we will be getting the next tier ability at 20. Oh, and by the way, you saw in the fight in the mines there how great Blood for Blood can be at chasing down someone who's trying to escape. It's rather fantastic. This guy's better get out of here before a ghost comes and snipes him out or something like that. I think it's a good time to pick up merc camps.
We should take this mercenary camp.
On my way.
If the opponent's here, that's fine. I'm totally ready for a team fight. I walked right into that. That was stupid. I'm dead before anything even happens. So I walked right into ETC's stun ability and just died. But it looks like, oh no, are we not really gonna, are we really? Okay, thank you. So we got at least 1 kill off of that. I'm fine with that. Again, if we go 1 for 1 or even more, 2 for 1, I can live with it. And I've only died 3 times. I shouldn't feel that bad, I suppose. So you can see, even though we're not focusing on the damage, we're still doing pretty decent damage, even though we're focusing essentially on being more tanky. But once more, the interesting thing about this hero is to become more tanky, you have to be dealing more damage. So we've got damage just in our basic attacks and our innate abilities. We've got the increased damage from that. We've got the Impaling Storm that we're hitting all the time. And then when we drop Maelstrom, the damage that this does makes us more tanky. We get a increased tanky duration from the Lingering Essence. We've got this for chasing people. And for the final tier, pretty much without question, I'll be going for Omegastorm. You get the increased size, which a lot of times means you're hitting more targets, which means more damage, which means more shields. But then on top of that, you also get increased shield generation while that's active by 100%. That is huge. 100% more shield generation. All right. So we're going to be doing a little push here. And try to just build up my shields while we're not getting hit. We don't have our ultimate, so I want to be careful here, actually. Okay, here's a kill. There we go. There's double kill. Excellent. And that should probably be the victory. We've got a couple of a level advantage here. I think I guess we could just go in the mines.
No time like the present.
Start picking up some skulls. They've got someone in the mines right now too, which is up here. So I'm actually gonna go try to find them. I'm guessing it's their stealth dude, because he's the one who's been doing this before earlier. Yeah, he was just right here. Oh, here we go. And that's pretty much without. Oh no. Wow. I should have just popped my ultimate. Zergling secured the victory, but I should have just popped my ultimate. I just assumed that we would have been fine since I had the level advantage. I was a little slow to use my W and E, because honestly, I just figured we would have killed her before she did enough damage. But that's what I get for being a little too cocky and underestimating the potential of the Demon Hunter. So yeah, we're gonna go with Omegastorm here. Again, we're gonna get an increased size for it. Plus the assimilation shield generated is increased by 100%. So as long as we pop this off before we, right before we enter a team fight and we're not stunned or anything, we're gonna be doing massive damage. I just have to be very careful in this particular matchup with the opposing team having an ETC. Getting hit with that stun can be pretty debilitating, so. That specific, that's what I'm talking about. It's such an annoying ability. It also buys him time. You saw he was safe from these attacks from Zagara, which is obnoxious too, so. Alright. So we've got the stronger golem here. I'm gonna grab this Merc Camp. The Demon Hunter just spawned as well.
Rise again.
Alright, so I'm gonna put these guys up here. Oh, nice. He got the kill. Alright, good. That was pretty easy, too, for him. I need to get my Zerglings going. Just about have this. Not the greatest with this particular build of taking out Merc Camps. You can play like a Cleave style Kerrigan, and I might show that at some point in the future. And she can be pretty decent at taking out Merc Camps, but this build isn't really... It's not so much for that. And I think we'll just push.
Stronger than your foes. Make the most of it.
No, we're not pushing with that. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Just be very, very careful up here, Zara.
Keep destroyed.
Let's take our hero kill here. There we go. Perfect. A little bit bit of damage, no big deal. Alright, we're gonna take the center Merc camp. Our Golem is still pushing because he is that much of a beast. And all of this has afforded us the time to grab these Merc camps, defend against their Golem. And we can push, and while this has been happening, it's just been pushing bottom incredibly hard. So we can probably push with bottom right now, push through their last tier of turrets. And as long as we stick together with the team, should be pretty much the game. Oh, wow, okay, or the Golem just finishes off anyways. All right, well, that's gonna do it, guys. Taking a look at the Team Killer Kerrigan build. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The build will be available in the video description below, so check that out if you missed any of the talents we went over. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. More Heroes of the Storm, another great gaming coverage coming up. Keep watching and keep owning.